Pisces, welcome into the channel. I hope you're doing well. This is going to be your November reading for the full moon in Taurus. Keep in mind you can have Pisces in any of your placements. Doesn't have to be your sun, moon, rising, Venus. Any planet placement. And if you don't have Pisces anywhere in your chart, that's okay. Trust that you're here. And there's a reason you're here. You're probably going to be getting a message out of this, okay? We're going to start off with tokens, and we're going to see where they land on the moon mat, get an idea of what it is you need to know for this full moon. All right. What do we have for Pisces? Spirit, angels, ancestor guides. What do we have for Pisces? Full moon in Taurus. Okay. So I like to explain, especially if you're new here, how the moon mat works. So if you have any tokens that land in the outer space area, let me move this a little bit, up here, okay, that's considered future. If it lands here, this is past, right or left, present time, okay? And then of course we have all the different placements on the mat. So you have two that landed off the actual moon, okay? You have one that landed in future, one that landed in past, and you have one that is on career. So let's start off with the past. So it's the year 97. Yes, year. So in the past, with the ear, you were paying attention to something a little bit more closely, okay? Career, you have, I think they call, it's number 16. I think they call that the bomb. Tower moment, probably. Let me just, yeah, bomb. Okay. Yeah, it's a tower moment. Destruction and liberation, unforeseen change. So, yeah, there's the bomb. And then in the future, you have the eye, number 2. Interesting. There may have been something you heard in the past that you didn't pay much attention to at the time. You know, almost like your subconscious mind. You know, you hear something, you hear it, but it doesn't register at the time. But now that with the career, with the bomb, you know, unforeseen change. There's something that changed in your career. But if you were listening more closely in the past to something that was said, or had you listened to maybe the directions or instructions of something, it would have helped with some aspect of your career, right? Because you're feeling, it's almost like something's changed, a quick sudden change. And in the future with the eye, it's, you're aware of this, or you will be aware of what this is moving forward. Okay, so let's tell us about the year here in the past for Pisces. Tell us more about the year for the past. Tell us a little bit more about that. One more. Well, interesting. There's the Tower on the split with the Five of Swords. Interesting. Could have been a little bit of sneakiness going on, and it caused a bit of a shake-up in the career. Someone may have been sneaky. Tell us more about the year, please. Well, okay. So that was the Devil that came out on the side and pushed the eye off of the table. And it flipped the coin over to the other side. The genie lamp. I don't know why I'm being called to take that like that. And that's number one. Magic. Manifestations, miracles. Okay. I feel like you're more aware of something toxic, right? You're being more aware of it, and you'll be able to curb it. Okay, so there may have been something toxic going on. Maybe you had heard something, and maybe you just didn't think of it at the time. But with the Devil coming out and pushing the eye off for your awareness and flipping over to the genie, which is like, rubbing the genie lamp magic. It's almost like someone in your career, somewhere, something you do to make money. Let me shut this sliding glass door down a little bit. I was doing some saging before your reading because I'm down to the last two signs, you and Aquarius. And I wanted to make sure I cleaned out the area. I'm glad I did with the Devil coming out. Tell me more, okay? King of Wands. So this is the guy that's focused on career, entrepreneurship, He's a natural leader. He's got the vision. He sees the big picture. And he's the one that can overcome challenges. So you, with the devil on the side, are going to overcome these challenges you faced over. It's almost like somebody was in your ear telling you something, and maybe you weren't really listening to it, is what I'm getting. Somebody was trying to tell you something, and you didn't really, it didn't register to you. You didn't think much of it. But now that there's something happening with this business career that you're in, you know, the vision, the eye, you now know to be aware of this moving forward in the future. What is this devil? King of Swords. Yeah, see, somebody was giving you truthful, honest advice. Oh, man, you got stuff flying everywhere, don't you? A Knight of Cups in the reverse. It's like somebody was trying to warn you that this was not going to, this business career wasn't going to make you happy. It was going to end up in disappointment. And you heard it, but it didn't register. You know, you kind of turned your eye to it. It's not giving me what, you know, exactly the toxic was. I don't know. Let's keep moving. Okay, let's just keep moving. And maybe that's not for me to know. Maybe this is private to you and your situation. Okay. Another card flying out. You're making me work. You're making me work. This time we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, clarity. There was something that wasn't clear to you, right? Somebody was trying to tell you something clear, but there was confusion with the toxicity, you know? I saw something. Yeah, it's in my new, real quick. It's interesting. So I have one of my newer decks, the Talisman Oracle. There's something in here I need to read to you. It just hit me. With the toxic, right? Hold on. Let me find it real quick. This is something you need to hear. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Yes. Yes. Okay. Toxic positivity versus genuine positivity. Sometimes people try to force positivity in order to manifest abundance, but it's not. But it's not that easy. Forced positivity can be incredibly toxic and harmful. The very power of a positive mindset is embedded in the process of self-evaluation, growth, and shadow work. Knowing yourself, shedding fears and old crippling beliefs, and establishing new boundaries is not always a pleasant process, but is one that builds our inner compass. Genuine positivity is rooted in self-trust, knowing our authentic self and developing self-worth. Toxic positivity, on the other hand, is about avoidance and bulldozing negative emotions. It's crucial to be mindful of the difference. I feel with this situation, somebody is trying to do something positive, but it's actually negative. It's toxic, right? So let me give you an example. If you want to help somebody out financially, to provide some sort of support for them, right? So there's GoFundMe pages, right? Let's just say that. Say you worked with somebody and they know of somebody that, God forbid, lost their house due to a fire. Okay, they're safe, their family's safe, their animals are safe, everybody's safe, but the house it's burned down to the ground. And so this person and their family need help. So someone you know decides to do a GoFundMe page, right? And they're in control of that GoFundMe page. So the person that sets that GoFundMe page up has it really in their name, but they're doing it on behalf of another person. So all that money that comes in to help that family rebuild their life, rebuild their house, maybe puts them in a hotel until they can deal with insurance, and gives them a place to stay, and they can buy some clothes and stuff, right? Just kind of getting started again while they're dealing with the insurance company, because it's going to take a while to build a house back, or to be able to get enough money to maybe buy something different if they don't rebuild that house, whatever the situation may be. But what's happened is some of that money goes to that family in need, but some of that money stays back with the person that set up the GoFundMe page, right? So to me, that's toxic positivity, because it all should be going to that family, but it's not. So if it was genuine, you would be out of the generous of your heart, you would be setting up that GoFundMe page for that family, and all that money that comes in goes directly to that family, right? So you would set it up, you'd set the page up, but it would be set up in that family member's name. So legitimately, all the money that comes in goes directly to that family. There's not this middle person that's like filtering, $100 to you, 50 to me, another $100 to you, another 50 to me, right? To me, that is a toxic positive. They're trying to show that they're this positive person, but really it's toxic, because they're still taking money from other people for a cause that's not supposed to be for them. It's supposed to be for that family in need, right? If that helps explain, I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's, I'm not saying that's the exact situation. I'm just giving you an example of it. And it's funny that and I'm not even using that oracle right now. Maybe I'll be called to pull an oracle, but I was definitely called to help you with that because, career deals with money, and then you have the devil come out, and then there's like the Seven of Cups, fantasy, right? Illusion, and maybe somebody was trying to tell you about this person that you work with, and you heard it, but it didn't register, right? You're like, yeah, whatever. I know that person. I know that guy, that gal. I know who they are. It's not like that. You know what I mean? But now that a tower moment's hit, a bomb's hit, your eyes opening up, right? The third eye's opening up. You're like, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. I'm starting to see this person for who they are. They're like using magic, right? Using their magic in an incorrect way. So therefore it's toxic positivity. It's forced. It's pushed. It's look at me. I'm this, person that's going to help save this family, when really they're helping themselves out too. They're not just, giving money to people and not expecting anything in return. They are expecting something in return because they're keeping a portion of the funds. And oh, by the way, taxes are still owed on GoFundMe pages. You know what I'm saying? So the family that's getting the portion of this money, is probably going to be expected to pay taxes on it while somebody's still holding some of it back, right? So tell us more about the bomb. We have the Three of Cups that flew out in reverse. Yeah, overindulgence. Someone's overindulging with possibly financials. Let's see, give me more. Three of Swords, a lot of threes. There must be three people in this business in this circle, in this career, whatever it is you're doing. It's like 3 and 3. And there's a lot of upset, right? Because there's overindulgence. And there's loss. Because probably somebody's, 5 of Wands. There's the outer conflict. Wands is, the actual fighting outside, that not you're in your mind inside of you. This is outside of you. So you are legitimately fighting with people because somebody is overindulging and it's causing one person loss, just like I was saying, right? So helping one person out, taking a little for yourself. And there's now a lot of fighting and friction, and you were warned about this. Yeah, Judgment. The aha moment. The I. Waking up. Sun. Empress. Yeah, The sun is, pleasure, happiness, positive. All is well. So I almost feel like so the signs, we've got Capricorn, we've got Scorpio, we've got Leo, we have Taurus, we have Libra, and then we've got some air and fire, Scorpio again. You could have some strong Scorpio in your chart. But with the Empress, so the Empress is the most productive card in the book. Book. Why did I say book? In the deck. Book. Why did I say book? I don't know. Maybe that's something for somebody. I don't know. I said book, but I meant deck. So they're the most productive. It's the most productive card in the deck. Masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. But it's somebody who's accomplished, who is, abundant. They're busy. They can, be pregnant. They can cook dinner, have a baby on their hip at the same time, right? Or a guy, whatever, Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing justice. I feel like you are the Empress. You were being fair, going along like all was well, but now you're having an aha moment. The bottom of that, Hierophant. A lot of majors. Taurus energy. Like you were following the rules, right? You were being fair. You were following the rules. But, because the Empress is nurturing too, right? So there's somebody who, is caring and is open and takes action, is positive, because the Empress is in the upright. The Empress isn't in the negative, reverse. And now you're realizing that somebody was taking something from you in this career, this job, this endeavor, business, whatever it is. And now there's all this fighting. But there's 3 people is what I'm getting that are fighting amongst each other. One was taking too much. One was, suffering. And I think somebody on the outside was trying to be truthful and tell you what was going on. And it was you didn't believe it because you might be very close. The 3 of you might be really close, and one person was seeing something of somebody taking too much of something. And now there's nothing but fighting, arguing, rivalry, egos are clashing now. And here you were trying to be fair and follow the rules, right? Just like with the ear is 97, follow the rules. Yeah, just what it just says. But now you're listening more closely and you're aware of this now moving forward. But you now know that somebody needs to be let go of with the 3 of Swords. somebody has to be out of this equation because they're toxic. Overindulging, whatever that means for you. What's in Kipper? And so this person, with you being the Empress, being very productive, this person was taking a ride off of you. And somebody on a third person was trying to tell you this, and it just wasn't registering to you. But until you hit the Tower moment, yeah, family room. See, this is somebody that's very close to you that you thought you felt safe with, working with. Card 21. You thought that you felt very comfortable, and it wasn't until that Tower moment hit where you were probably poverty. 37. You started losing financials, right? With the Three of Swords. You were going along fine, positive, business was great, doing your thing. And then all of a sudden you started noticing there was some loss here. Things were not calculating up, right? Just like I said, $5 to you, $2 to me, right? You're not going to miss that $2. Eventually you will, because $2 every day adds up, right? It may not look like something you would see right off the bat, but you did eventually, because you were starting to feel impoverished. You probably were living a very comfortable life, and somebody was like, ooh, I'm taking advantage of that. I'm going to take, $2 for me. I'll give you 5. I'll take 2, 5, 2, 5, whatever it is, whatever the amount is, you know what I'm saying? And this whole time you were fair. And now it's like, whoa, I should have listened. But that's okay, right? Because now you take it as a lesson learned. So what? If you lost out on a certain amount of money, let it go. If you let it go and you take it as a lesson learned, you keep your eye open moving forward. You're aware now. Your third eye's open. You're gonna listen more closely to things that are said, what people are saying. Even if somebody is telling a lie, you're still gonna listen to it. And you're gonna watch for yourself, right, with the eye. You're gonna watch what's being said and see if it's being proven to you what's being said. And this is what you're catching on to, right? You're not gonna, keep moving along, shoving it, in the back of your mind like, nah, no big deal. Now you're getting this. What's in here? And this is what you're going to, in Taurus, full moon is either about your financials. Where do you see your financials going in the future? Or, it's about love, being open to emotions and vulnerability. And yours looks like it's definitely, seeing how your financials are looking due to somebody sneaky. What do we have in here, please? Yeah, you have to really watch when you go into business with people. You have to really watch, because don't listen to the devil. Yeah, don't listen to the devil. it's the toxic positive. Don't listen to that devil. Don't listen to that person that's being toxic positive, right? Are they genuine positive? So this person might still, try to get you to listen to them. And you're being advised not to. Because I think you're already seeing, yeah, here we go, money driven. It's all about the Benjis, baby. And I'm not saying you're not all about them. Yeah, see, people are noticing you. That's the Empress. The most productive in the deck, plus with the King of Wands, the vision. You had the vision for this company, this endeavor. You had it in you to make this grow. You have it in you, and you had it in you. And these people, or this person, one of these out of the three was using you for what you had. Okay, so I'm being called to go to the months of the year. So let's find out for the collective the birthday of this toxic person. Let's get a couple of months, because this is the collective. Everybody, this is going to be on different timelines. So let's just get a couple, maybe 1, 2 or 3 months to give you an idea of birthday months this person, what their birthday month is, to maybe help you out a little bit, to, be on the lookout in the future. All right, give us a 2 or 3 months here for the collective. June. So that's Gemini and Cancer. January. So Capricorn, Aquarius. August, Leo, Virgo. One more. Hearing one more. April. Aries, Taurus. Is that right? Aries, Taurus. Yeah. All right. Pisces, I hope this was helpful to you. Hang in there and keep an eye out. If you've come to this is, confirmation. If this is, going on right now and you're starting to notice things, this is confirmation for you that, a tower moment's going to be hitting. You're dealing with somebody who is toxic positive. And then others of you, this is coming up in the future. And then again, others, this has already happened. And if you're coming to this reading, it's just clarification for you that you weren't crazy. There was a person that was trying to be, positive, trying to be genuine positive, but they're toxic positive. All right. Much love. I will talk to you soon.